You got a phone, we'll deliver it to you. You got an Android, we deliver it to you. You got an iPhone, we deliver it to you. You got a BlackBerry, you need to jump off a freaking cliff. I want you at this event. Do not leave your home. Do not get on a plane. Do not book a hotel. 3 days, $49, $99, and $169. This is a $1,500 event that you're getting for $169. You can watch it live, you can watch it for life, or you can do both. Don't miss this. Hey, what's happening?
To an entrepreneur is hard work, but it's worth it when it works.
You got your hands full every day like I do. You got kids, you got a marriage that you're trying to work, a business that you're trying to make work, and finding time for the kids, and keeping it spontaneous. Boy, that was good last night.
Oh, shut up. Nobody teaches you how to manage a business or manage a relationship or marriage. Everybody's just trying to do the best that they can. The purpose of the show is to give you some tools on how to make the marriage and the business work. We don't do it perfect, but we're figuring it out. Welcome to the G&E Show. We are bringing it to you every Wednesday, 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you are not watching from GrantCardoneTV.com, I strongly suggest you go there now
or maybe
subscribe.
you're on Stitcher, maybe you're watching after the fact, you're on Stitcher or iTunes. Really appreciate you. If you're on YouTube, post in comments, like the stream, share it with your peeps.
Woo.
If you're on Facebook right now, please do me a favor, post in comments who you is. We're gonna be giving away a free ticket today, by the way.
Oh, I knew it.
To the 10X Growth Con.
Dang.
Beautiful.
I wish
To the
I could
10X
do
Growth
that.
Con.
You've like cut
We're
me
gonna
off.
we're gonna be giving a free ticket away to the 10X Growth Con.
I just picked something.
Dude, that was just real bad. Real
I liked it. I mean, I just went right into it.
My name's Grant Cardone. This is Elena Cardone. She loves her Instagram and Facebook followers.
True.
Every Wednesday we come to you to talk about your relationship, your marriage, your partnership, your togetherness, how that works with business, what happens when business and relationship collide.
Do they collide?
How could they not, man?
Was there a time that they collided more than they do now, or is it like a continuous thing?
Well, for me, it's like I remember the girl I dated that I was in love with before you, Elena.
You were in love before me, huh?
I was practicing being in love.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right.
And
I'll accept that. You didn't know what love was before you met me. Let's face it.
True.
So tell me the story about this.
Well, the thing is, she didn't want to build an empire. She wanted the little house. She had a fantasy. I mean, I'm telling you, I bet you it was white. Maybe a little blue trim around the windows, little mat in front with love, big heart, welcome.
Welcome, yeah, I like welcome. I like welcome.
She had this idea, and dude, there was no way that was going to make me happy. There was no way that one person and that little dream was going to make me happy. That's not to say that her dream's not wrong.
That's right.
I don't know how that works long term, but I don't think it does work long term. But for me, the two collided constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my desire to do this great thing and her desire to have this her thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just weren't the right people for each other. Then there's accelerate that to me and you, right? It's much more similar. We want similar things.
Okay,
But there's still going to be collisions, okay? There's no way these two vehicles don't friggin', get too close to one another and aren't, they're not in total coordination all the time.
That's true.
Add kids.
True. Oh, yeah.
Complicates again.
Right.
Okay, add help, complicates again. Can I say help?
Yeah.
Okay, add a company with more people, add new agendas, charities, people wanting this and that from us, and then all of a sudden, you're not all. Of course, it's going to collide, man. It's like these two big missions get bigger and bigger, and they're going to hit each other, And that's why we do this show, is to figure out.
Well, here's the thing. I came up with the show. You've been busy all morning. I put this show together today because I'm doing this seminar at your convention here, how to build an empire, right? So I'm in the research data collection series right now, and I came across this building
mode. You're in a mode.
I'm in a
mode,
right? And one of the things I came across, right? If you're going to build an empire, you're not doing it alone. Okay? There's a king's court. And there's many different people in the king or queen, emperor or empress's court. There's the royal household. That's the actual people that run the governments or the COOs or the people.
Are you saying we're royalty?
Well, if I'm in building an empire, yes, I would have to assume that position. Whether it's true or not, I'm going to have to assume that role, right? I
like that.
And there's the courtiers. The courtiers are the people that are in the court. They don't have a position, but they're your friends. That's where the word cronyism comes from. So there's all these different levels, right? There's all these different levels in the court. Now here's the thing. If you're going to build an empire, you need to know what your court is, and you need to have the roles figured out, right?
But why? Why build an empire? Why?
Well, I'm not there yet.
I know, but I need to know why
first. This is how
first.
to overcome the power struggle. Because when you decide to build the court, you're going to have to overcome the power struggle. For me, the hardest time in our relationship was probably the first 3 to 5 years because of the power struggle, okay? I was always thinking for myself. I never wanted to be married, or at least that's what I thought. I never thought I was going to have kids. Like, I just thought that was somebody else's life, right? So everything was all about me and my world and my agenda and what I was going to build, okay? So when I came across with Grant, and now I have to take somebody else's view
interest,
and their power and their ferocity into account, we had a major power struggle. Whether you felt it or not, I felt it. And how we overcame that.
I got to tell you, I'm still stuck on assume the position, frankly. I got to tell you. I'm just.
Did I just say that?
Right?
No, I figured.
I'm still stuck on assume the position.
We did a whole show on
I can't
this.
wait to get out, okay? Hey, my name's Grant Cardone. This is Elena Cardone. This is the G&E show, and we talk about how to make your relationship work while you're trying to make your business work and what happens when the two collide. It's a big issue. Nobody's doing anything on TV about how do two people get together, build something, whether it's an empire or something short of that, and still make their marriage work, make their relationships work, happy, create content in their life, give back.
Beyond content.
We cannot wait to spend time with you. 305-865-8668 if you want to talk to Iba Jiba. 305-865-8668. We love you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Any business with an e-commerce store, physical products to ship, we're here to help. Ship For Me is the most efficient shipping fulfillment service in the world. Get your products to your customers fast, save money in your business, and satisfy your customers immediately. With Ship For Me order fulfillment, spread worldwide, we are the best in the industry with no upfront cost. We hold your inventory and will ship your products. Get started now at shipforme.com. That's shipforme.com. Instagram? Are you looking to grow your following organically? Let the experts at Digital CEOs with a combined following of over 3 million people grow your followers organically. No bots, no fake accounts, genuine people, real conversations, and go from 0 to 100,000 followers in less than 9 months. For more information, visit digitalceos.co/Cardone. That's digitalceos.co/Cardone. If you're looking for digital cash flow, other streams of income, and you know how important multiple streams of income are, have you ever thought about making money online with zero money to start with? Let the expert Coach Gianni help you do this. From Amazon sales to banner advertising, monetizing your website effectively so every click makes you money. Build an online brand that sells and make money off of your website starting right now. Coach Gianni offers comprehensive, simple coaching of how to make money online, how to monetize your website, and come out on top in an arena where everybody's trying to get positioned. Go to CoachGianni.com/cashflow. That's CoachGianni.com/cashflow to get started with making money online.
We are back. You're watching the G&E show. We're talking about how to overcome your power, the power struggle that inevitably occurs in every relationship, whether it's business,
Did you have a power struggle with Scott Morgan or Dale at any
Dude,
point?
always, man.
Okay.
You always. How do you overcome
Exactly.
power struggles? How does a teenage kid? I remember having a power
With
struggle
your parents.
with my mom at 15,
Absolutely.
16 years old. You know, I remember growing. I can see Sabrina trying to have power in the household. Okay.
Totally.
How do you overcome that? How do you handle it?
Okay.
Because you could screw this deal up.
Yeah, you could. Now, I'll tell you what we finally did, which helped out tremendously.
Yeah, I want her to move a little bit.
Okay.
'Cause the backdrop's not.
Can
great.
I say
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we did?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Do you know what we did?
Do I know what we did?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Regarding what?
Because I'm in research data phase. I'm looking at what we did to overcome the power struggle phase. One of the things that helped the most, because I think you would agree you're powerful in your own right and I'm powerful in my own right. And I think that's true in every relationship,
Everybody's got
right?
power.
Of
Points of
course.
power. Sure.
What we did is we finally sat down when we realized who was more powerful in what area,
Yeah,
and we
yeah, yeah.
figured out how to use our strengths
Yes,
together to come on the same page
Yes. Yes.
with each other. So I became power. I have all the power in all the aspects that I want. I run
Yeah.
the family, the household, all the people in the household royal court.
She's in charge.
Okay, I architect.
She's the
I
architect.
architect some of the greatest deals that we've ever had. I come up with ideas. Now they get killed down. He's the executor. He does everything with the business and all the hard
I do all
stuff
the dirty
that I'm
work,
weak
basically.
at.
I kill people. I make the money.
Don't kill yourself.
I
Don't
kill.
kid yourself. I kill people too.
No, you send somebody out to kill people.
That's true.
She gives the order to kill people.
That's true. But you know what? That's power. Power is delegating power. You don't have to do everything yourself. That's what people get
Love
confused
that.
by.
I love that. But I want
Okay.
to go back to the question I asked you earlier that you haven't answered yet.
Yeah, tell me.
Why should anyone be interested in building an empire?
Okay.
Why?
I have my reasons.
Well, good. What are they?
Okay. Because what does every parent want for their child? They want their child to be happy and healthy. Those are the two things every parent or God or whomever wants for their children. You want your child to be happy. And you want
What
them.
if I don't have children? Robin doesn't have a child? Robin,
But
Robert,
Robin,
or
I
John?
guarantee you, has a parent, okay? And if she wants to give back to her parent, or to her community, or to her husband, or her lover, or whomever, the greatest thing that anyone who's really on your team wants for you is for you to be happy. You can't just wake up happy just to be happy. It
Well,
does
why do I
not
need to
happen.
build that-
What
why-
happens?
but Elena, this is
what
my
makes
problem with your
happiness
topic.
is products. When you actually
My sister
achieve
doesn't want an
something.
empire. My sister doesn't want an empire. So all I'm saying to you is, why do I want an empire?
But your sister might not want an empire for herself, but there's nothing wrong with aligning yourself up with an empire. You are an empire. She has a role in that empire. She's a courtier. She doesn't have
Yeah,
a position
yeah,
in that
yeah,
empire,
yeah, yeah.
but she influences
Robin.
from behind the scenes. And that is equally as valuable because she shares in the wealths and the riches of the empire.
Our
She
number
gets-
is 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. I want to know what you think. Should you build an empire? Robin, go ahead. Why build an empire? Why have an empire? Does it even matter?
Support an empire.
Go ahead, Robin.
The reason
Align
why I want to
yourself
build an
up.
empire is because I know if I build one, I'm in control. I have ultimate control when I build my own empire because I know where I'm delegating stuff. Like you said, power is not also about being just the ultimate leader, but being able to delegate things to control your environment.
Ooh,
There's
how
only
good was
been,
that?
there's only been, if you go back in history though, like there can't be 7 billion empires, can there?
No, but not everybody is the king. Not everybody is the queen. But guess what? Where do you fit in that empire? Where do you fit? Whether you're nobility, you can be other noble members in the in the civilization.
Yeah.
You can be, for me, even the royal staff. Those are some of the highest positions in the court to me because they are making everything smooth for you. These are valuable positions. And when you're in the royal court, you get to what? You get to have the feasts. You get to fly on the planes. You get to go on the trips. You get to have all the things without shelling out the dough. There's other aspects.
Oh, those are the freeloaders.
No,
The
they're
court's
not
the
freeloaders.
They're not?
They are not freeloaders. They are working, okay? Even
what? To what?
The,
Protect
the
the
maid,
empire?
the nannies, they're all making everything so your attention can focus on other things. They're making the space sacred for you. They're contributing to the motion. These are valuable players. There's no insignificant
Egyptian-
player.
Russian the King dynasty with a Q. Is that?
So if you
do you
find
say
an
that?
empire that is along your
Q?
purpose lines, they're ethical, they're doing good works in the community, get behind them.
Yeah.
Be part of that empire.
One of the oldest empires in history, the Egyptian Empire, can be traced back as 3,000 years before Christ. As the territory was situated near the Nile River, Egyptians learned how to use irrigation and advanced agricultural
What do you do?
technologies
Is
to
this
produce
important?
wealth of goods for their people. Yeah, you know why?
Why?
We're still doing that today, dude. New Orleans, Louisiana was basically copying what the Egyptians were doing 3,000 years before Christ, situating a town. St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis was situated next to the Mississippi River. New York.
is on
Okay.
the peninsula
Okay.
between the
These cities were created next to what?
rivers.
Rivers. Now this is 3,000 years before Christ. What does that mean today? The cities of New Orleans aren't going to be next to the Mississippi. They're going to be next to the new rivers of the 21st century. YouTube is a bigger river than the Mississippi or the Nile combined. Okay? YouTube, Facebook, the stream. I mean, what can you do to build an empire out? Look what me and Elena have built out in the last 5 or 6 years. To have 2,000 people show up at this event, to have Damon John, Kevin Harrington, watch me segue. How do I segue, man? I'm so good at my game.
No,
okay?
it's true, though.
Les Brown. Look at these people now collaborating with me that used to think that they competed with me. Now they're coming to the
Their nobility,
event, the
their
empire,
nobility.
if you will,
Yes.
and flowing power to one another. So this gets stronger, not weaker. The Persian Empire, dude, it was around for like, I don't know, 300 or 400 years. There was 300 to 400 years of peace on planet Earth. There was no wars for 300 years under one of the most powerful empires, the Roman Empire. Back in the Roman Empire, Christianity, I'm talking about when Christianity was considered a small cult. If you read history,
That's true.
there was a time 1,000 years ago, this is hundreds of years before the Vatican, okay? Before the Vatican, anybody knew the Vatican, the Christian movement was considered a small cult. Did you look up today and say, dude, Catholicism, like 1 billion people are Catholics today? Like, it's amazing. A third of the planet is Christian. These are empires, and you're building one whether you know it or not.
Right.
You're either building one or you're pulling one apart. My name's Grant Cardone. This is Elena Cardone. And dude, we just bring it all together for you, all right? On Wednesdays, hump days, when everybody's giving up, we're inspiring you to build your damn empire. 305-865-8668. Assume the
This isn't
position.
landscape design. This is lifestyle design. Steve Griggs is the best landscaper on the planet and gives you knowledge and data that you can't even find on Google. Featured on Huffington Post, Entrepreneur.com, Grant Cardone TV, Steve Griggs is the entrepreneur built and designed to help you make your home become the lifestyle of your dreams. For more information, visit SteveGriggsDesign.com. That's SteveGriggsDesign.com. Too many people are being kept from their dreams by circumstances they couldn't control and mistakes from a long time ago. All they needed was a second chance or a fresh start. That's why Cash Now was created. Since 1997, Ray Abood, owner of Cash Now, has been the premier expert in home renovation and resale in the York tri-state area. Dedicated to premier customer service, getting the best deals at the lowest price, this is the only expert company you should deal with when it comes to buying and selling a home. Offering a 5-step home buying process, Ray and his team will ensure your needs are covered and get you closer to your dreams of buying a home in any city across the United States. To find out more on how you can get started on owning or selling a home, visit cashnowpa.com. That's cashnowpa.com to get started.
You got a phone, we'll deliver it to you. You got an Android, we deliver it to you. You got an iPhone, we deliver it to you. You got a BlackBerry, you need to jump off a freaking cliff. I want you at this event. Do not leave your home. Do not get on a plane. Do not book a hotel. 3 days, $49, $99, and $169. This is a $1,500 event that you're getting for $169. You can watch it live, you can watch it for life, or you can do both. Don't miss this. Hey, what's happening?
You are back. We are back. You're watching the G&E show. We're talking about how do you overcome the power struggle that will occur while building an empire.
The Byzantine.
Why?
Byzantine
why?
Empire lasted over 1,000
Great.
years. Go ahead, champ.
Why build an empire?
Dude, you asking
Yes.
me? Because, man, how else can you control your environment if you don't build? I mean, the reason I'd want to build it, not to be in control. I mean, somewhat
No,
like
you
what
need to
Robin
be in
said.
control.
I do want control. I
Absolutely.
want to control my space and for my kids, for my family, for my church. I want to be able to take some property and say, I can keep this, not just use it for a second, right? So that I can control the outcome of the things around me. Why would I want to have a brand? A brand is an empire.
Yes.
Right? Now, how big is the empire going to be? Is it going to be an anthill? Everybody's got an empire. How big is it going to be? If it's an anthill, you can get stepped on, right? And goes away. How big can you get it? Well, I don't need all that big stuff. Well, you don't think you need it. But if you want it to persist over time, you need money, fuel, finances, food, resources, people, support. You need a cause, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we need to be on the same page so
That's
we
what I
don't
was
rip
going
each
to
other
say.
apart.
Why build an empire? It gets you when you understand who the court is on the empire. Even if you're working for another empire, but you're the monarch or the patriarch of your own family. So you're the king and queen no matter what. You decide what you want your family to look like and who the members are. Who are the courtiers? Who do you hang out with? Are they encouraging you? Are they encouraging you to party? I mean, really start looking at the players in your life, you know? What are they doing? And then when you and your spouse get on the same page about this empire building, when the power struggles come up, you've got a bigger picture. You're working towards something bigger than just the pettiness of being in a relationship.
Yeah, when do you kill off the village idiot?
You know?
You know, when is there assassinations inside? When do some people go bad? When do you have family members that were on the page with you? They were on the same team and something went wrong with them. When do you exile them? Send them outside? Do you need a wall?
You know?
I mean,
when you find the one that you trust.
Let's talk to somebody on phone. I've
and
been
you're
talking to you
going
enough.
towards the relationship. Can we
I'm
wait
done
one
with
side?
you. I want to talk to some people.
Okay. Thanks.
Because I'm yeah, what's up?
Hey.
Pat, what kind of empire are you building?
Well, right now I'm building my own empire because recently broke up.
Yeah.
Network marketing.
Yeah.
So, but I like how you guys actually separated the basically you play a role in her smaller court so she can be the queen, and then she plays a smaller role in your king court.
Yeah.
That's powerful. So I wrote that down.
Yeah, dude. It's just like exactly, and it's hard, man. Like even doing this show, we bump up against each other the whole time, right?
What did you say your name was? Pat.
Patrick.
Pat, the thing that I like that you have about what you got out of this is that, you know, you're talking about how we have each other's back, and we have our roles and relationships so defined, and then no matter what we bump up against, if he is the sayer of that department, his word is final, and it goes vice versa. And my, you know, in my court. And one of the things that I think we do so well is that we have each other's back 1,000,000%. Mm-hmm. Like, no one's allowed to go to you and talk trash about me. They would be stopped in their tracks, and vice versa. He's earned my trust. He's worthy of trust. I put that on him. The only thing that would be irrevocable is a treasonous act, betrayal after trust.
That's right. And I don't do that. Okay?
No.
See, like Alexander the Great, man. The kid was 16 years old. Most people think when they talk about empires, like Alexander the Great, he owned more property than anybody else in the world. Actually, the Roman Empire, you think about the Roman Empire, what they did for, I don't know how long they controlled their deal. The Mongol, Alexander the Great won numerous battles and conquered so much territory, but the Mongol Empire, China, I guess, at its peak was 5 times the size of Alexander's empire, okay? Now, she's snoring on this, but you know what? Dude, when I read this, I get inspired. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, man.
It
World
is.
conquest was Genghis Khan. When I say Genghis Khan, what do you think? Huh?
Gigantic.
Oh, really? Gigantic, huge?
Gigantic.
Okay.
Powerful.
And in just a short period of time, he claimed land from the Yellow Sea to the Caspian Sea, taking over all of Persia and China. Okay. Genghis Khan died of
You
battle
don't do that by
wounds
yourself.
in 1227. But that didn't stop his successors from conquering parts of Eastern Europe. What made this empire so great was that the largest contiguous empire in history, but that's also the reason why it fell, as unity was lost among its people. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, is the idea, right? Because they couldn't keep controlling the insides of their group. The largest, empire in the history of man fell because of the people inside it, not the people outside it. And so look, at the king and the queen aren't on the same page. Guess what?
And that's what I'm saying. Why? It goes back to that question. Why build an empire? When you start really looking at your life and starting to want to create an empire, you start to look at the rank and file and positions. Okay, so if you find the one that you trust and you designate that person your king or your queen and your queen, however you have your life. Designate, right? So then the ranking, you become clear on the ranking. So are you going to make your courtier, the one who's not even in your court but advises you? Are you going to make them senior to your queen?
Yeah,
Exactly. Or do you care that you're going to look pussy whipped or whatever when your queen has got your back 24/7?
Whoa, she said that?
Start thinking about rank and file. Is your posse, your boys,
Yeah.
are they more important?
Yeah. And by the way, when you
I don't know.
when you got your court and you're getting advice from your court, and somebody else comes in with some idea, and you take that idea, that's poison, man. Like it's infiltrating this group so it can no longer take action. That's why so many great, powerful groups or dynasties or empires or even America and the Congress can't do anything anymore because you're getting data from so many different places.
And
nobody can make a decision.
the problem with your cronies is if they're not 1,000,000% vetted, like they don't just get to be in the posse when you decide to do your empire because you grew up with them or whatever. You need to observe the statistics. What do they produce? What results? Do they push you? Do they challenge you to be better? Or they say, you work too hard, let's go have a drink, let's go to the strip club.
You've earned it.
Really look at it. Observe the data for
love
yourself.
That. Call her.
Damn, I wasn't done.
Sorry, baby, I got 5 calls. Okay. I didn't need to do it.
Jennifer,
what's up? Jennifer, come on, my girl.
Wow, great, Elaine. I'm so excited to be here.
Yay! Me
First, I just
too.
want to say thank you so much. You guys have changed my life so much in a matter of 2 months' time.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I
awesome,
went from
Jennifer.
being on top to being on the bottom to getting back to the top again.
That's
I
awesome.
was building an empire with my husband 3 years ago. I worked for a company, made 6 figures. He got very sick. I lost my job. Long story short, I'm starting at the bottom again. Somebody introduced me to you guys in January. I went from making 0 on unemployment to living in a camper in my brother's backyard to making 1,000. It's not very much now, but I'll be on top again thanks to you guys.
Wow.
Making $1,000 a week from 0 to none.
Dude,
Listening to you
0
guys.
to hero, baby.
Love that.
Hey, look, if you're on the bottom, you're on the bottom.
I spent my last $100 on my Discover Guard to buy your MP3, How to Make Millions on the Phone, and the bundle.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome, buddy. Thank you so much for calling in, Jennifer. Welcome back, buddy. I hope, I know it's tough coming back, crawling back from the bottom. Build an empire. Keep that in your focus. Surround yourself with great people, and that's what Elena's talking about today.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Angelo!
Because you know that's going to happen.
Give me that.
You know that's going to happen. Okay.
What?
Now, because one thing I did this piece here because look, when you build an empire, you got to plan on a tactical nuke coming in from somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
Intentional or without malicious intent.
Oh, yeah.
It can happen by accident. Maybe North Korea sends off one and they were aiming it at somebody else, and boom, it ends up in your backyard. Either way, you got a plan on somebody doing stupid in your space. Otherwise, you lose your empire. Question is, will your empire be this big and you can't defend it? Hey, look, it's not even worth defending. One of the things Elena's going to be talking about on Sunday at the 10X Growth Conference, why build an empire? By the way, she's going to tell you that if you don't build one, that you're actually an enemy to yourself. Because if this is what you're going to keep, for all of you out there like, no, dude, I'm good like this. Oh, no, I'm good like this. You're so selfish, it's unbelievable. If you don't build an empire, a court, if you don't get involved in an empire, a court, what do you call it, Elena? The
royal household is what it's called.
If you don't
That's
build
the
that around you, right,
Right.
and or get part of that, and literally insert yourself into that and make yourself part of that, you are susceptible to being freaking stomped on like an anthill. Okay, next caller.
It's Angelo from Michigan.
Angelo.
I'm enjoying the conversation today about building an empire, and I definitely think that that's something that's really important. And Grant, I had a couple questions for you, and I want to let you know I really love everything you're doing. I've been listening to you for really the past year.
I can't hear, babe. Go on, Angelo.
I've been listening to you guys for like the past year, and I really love the information that you're giving out. I recently listened to one of your books, the one-day sales course, clothes thing. And I really love that, and I've been getting a lot of good information on that and applying it to what I'm.
Oh, what a bummer. But thank you, Angelo. I heard that you were having success.
That guy loves me.
From you. I love you too, boo.
I got away from you. I moved
Okay,
away from
who
you.
else do we
I moved
have?
away from you. See what I did? I moved away from her. Because I was in front of myself, and I like looking at myself sometimes. Today, it's one of
Wait,
those
hold
days
on.
where I like
I'll
looking
make
at
my hair
myself.
smaller.
Okay? So, folks, we're talking
Okay.
about empire, okay? I hate that Elena didn't actually. The one thing, I'm going to give you a little criticism, Elena.
Okay.
So, number one, you have to define things, folks. Everybody needs to define what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
Why?
What didn't I define? What
What is an empire? What is an empire?
An empire.
Is an extensive group of states
have
or
it.
countries under a single supreme authority, formerly, especially an emperor or empress. But what does
Go to
that mean
number
to an
two.
individual? Okay?
Go to number 2. There you go. That's more along the lines. There you go.
A large commercial organization owned or controlled by one person or a group.
Yes.
Okay? An empire is not one person. Could be. Doesn't have to be. It could be a group. So Robert could be building an empire. Ryan Secco could be out there. By the way, I guarantee you Ryan Secco is building an empire with me. He came here, sought me out to build an empire with me.
Sought
said, dude,
me out to get to you. Because he's smart.
Okay.
Go on. Go
a
ahead.
large, it doesn't say small. Commercial, it says commercial, enterprising. What is commercial? Enterprising, financial, making money. A large commercial organization, more than one or two people, owned or controlled by one person or a group, okay? So absolute control over a person is where this word came from. It's archaic now. Empire used to mean control over others. Empire comes from the word, check this out, to command. To command would be for me to create a future, okay, to maintain a future. And by the way, if I quit, oh my God, I've done so much, I'm so great, I wrote all these books and I spoke and I made money, that's in the past. That's why empires fail, because they're stuck in the past. Alexander the Great talking about the last thing he achieved rather than the next thing he could achieve, okay? You can see the word emperor is where all this came from. A ruler of great power and rank, especially one ruling an empire. This is where the original word empire came from. By the way, it wasn't empress, it was emperor, which means it's male, which means
No, but why don't
penises rule.
You look up empress. Okay. Remember, there's a queen of England. There isn't a king of England.
I just said that for effect, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, and that
Don't
word
you
comes
think
from.
I'm not gonna come
check it
fighting
out.
for my girls.
Emperor, and empire both come from the same word. To command.
Command. To command.
What am I commanding? Do you want command? If you're not the commander, hey folks,
Hey,
you better
there
find
is a
one.
valuable role in the jester. Okay, That's not jester, the court jester.
Court jester's there's a valuable role.
There's a valuable role.
Yeah.
He's the aesthetics. He's the entertainment.
Yeah, right.
He,
But he's
brings
not the king.
life to the party. But there's an important role for everybody.
no,
Who
that's right.
are you?
Yeah.
And be the best at your role.
Yeah, I
and
love
contribute
that.
to the motion.
I love that. And be part of that empire and be loyal to that empire, right? And be a contribution to that empire. And also know your role. The king would never step down and say, let me do the court jester's job. My name's Grant Cardone. We got to give a ticket away, right?
Okay, for all those people.
I got to give a
For
ticket
all those
away.
people that have issues with control and think, you want to throw out, he's a control freak, she's a control freak. Let me ask you this one question about control. If you don't control your car, what's going to happen to your car? It's going to roll right into a tree or a wall. Okay, you got to control things. It's very important in life to be able to control. Start, change, and stop a cycle of action. Can you do that?
I want to give a ticket away, man. Can I do that?
Yeah,
Also,
go for
if
it.
any of you bought tickets and you haven't received this very important email, to anybody that received more than one ticket, bought more than one ticket, online stream tickets, BOGO tickets, what we called BOGO for a while, executive level, whatever. You bought 10 general admission tickets. If you bought more than one ticket and have not received this important email, very important. We're running out of time, by the way.
Yeah, we are.
Send me an email. I have an important communication for you and a gift. 10xgc@grantcardone.com. Send me an email. 10xgc@grantcardone.com. I'm going to give one of these away right now.
Away while I thank these people.
Good.
You find out who you're going to give your ticket away. This week, I would like to thank Preston Cope. Preston Cope sent us this amazing box of Young Living essential oils and a diffuser. We've got it going off in our house right now. They're supposed to be really healthy oils. Anyway, Grant is just like mesmerized by it, wants to buy one for his sister and like everyone he knows. So thank you, Preston. You're 18 years old. You got on the radar. Really generous offering. I'd like to thank Nicole Sierra Gonzalez. She wrote this book, Sleepy in the Savannah. Can't wait to read it to Sabrina and Scarlett. And, hold up, and Sune at Leader Promos made this charging box station for us. Did you see this?
Dude, that is sexy.
Look at how many are in there. You can charge right now. So
Dude.
Sune, thank you. Very creative. We get a lot of our products through her. She sent us 10X headphones. What else has she done? We're
Isn't that
buying
nice,
other things
man?
from her.
See, I want to
But
keep
she
that,
sent
man.
this, yeah.
What's the name of the company?
Leader Promos.
Leader Promos. Look at me looking at my children. Mm-hmm. I'm such a good father. Okay. All right. I want to give this away. I'm going to give away a ticket. I'm going to give this ticket to Natasha. Just lost her name though.
Oh no. Do you think it's a coincidence that you give out to girls and I kind of give out to military? Or is that a coincidence, you think? Like, what is that? Or my law enforcement or my firemen and women?
It's right here. It's, is it Natasha Berlin or Berlin?
Natasha Breland, yeah. Natasha Bierlin, Natasha Bierlin, mortgage specialist at New Penn Financial. You are going to have this event streamed to you. There it is, streamed to you. You get all 3 days, 24 speakers, 40 sessions. You get to watch it live. And then you get to watch it again
When
for
you
life.
own it.
You can watch it from your Roku. You can watch it from your internet. You can watch it from your Apple. You can watch it from your Softie. You can watch it on the phone. You can watch it from your Droid. Woo, woo. You can watch it. Oh, you gotta watch it.
All right, let's wrap up this show, handsome. Come on.
I'm not done doing the Jimmy. I'm just getting excited. Huh? Dude, I need some other music, man. What y'all hit?
Come on, do your last.
Vagina.
What?
A nice vagina.
Please, this is going downhill. Thank you for watching the G&E show. Oh my God. I'm taking this away.
So look, my name's Grant Cardone.
Thank
This is
you.
Elena Cardone. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. We really, really appreciate you. The G&E show's every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Thursdays, Young Hustlers. Fridays, the Cardone Zone. Hey, folks, if you haven't gotten your ticket to the 10X Growth Con, move over. 10X Growth Con, okay? Look, this is down to 7 or 8 days now. Okay, I have a handful of premium tickets. I have a handful of VIP tickets left. I have a handful of executive. All the general admission tickets are sold out. 10xgrowthcon.com, or you can call me right now, 310-777-0255, 310-777-0255. 310-777-0255. Dude, you want a free VIP ticket? You want a free premium ticket? You want a free executive ticket? Call me right now. I got some free tickets for you, dog.
Ooh.